My feelings about the sentencing is it's the same before he was convicted. It's just not enough time. It's not enough. He's a finger to a bigger hand, and there's more involved. But to be charged with involuntary manslaughter for being involved with my brother's passing, it's like 4 years and you've been out in 2. It doesn't make sense. Before the verdict was read, we were strong because we were there as a family. We were all on the same mindset, and we knew that he was going to go down. But look what he's going down for, what, 4 years? But we just want everybody brought forth who had something to do with this. And like I say again, it's a lot of questions that we still are looking for answers. And maybe the civil trial will bring that out. There's going to be a court date, I think, coming September 2012. Prince Paris and Blanket are fine. They're growing up to be wonderful human beings. My mother's doing a great job with the staff she has and making sure that, I mean, she's raising them the way she raised us, and making sure they wash their hands before they go into the refrigerator and they come into the kitchen. No, but no, they will not be there. That's not for them to attend the sentencing. No.
But they're doing okay overall.
They're doing fine, really. They're doing very well. They're getting a chance to be children and to grow up.
There's been some reports on him feeling suicidal. Do you have any sympathy for that?
No. You never know what the truth is today, really, because maybe he wants to talk, and maybe somebody else wants to kill him. You never know. But I'm just saying that I don't understand how someone can kill somebody with a high profile like my brother and do 2 years. That's what he's eventually going to do. When you look at these murder shows and Joe Smith kills Joe Blow down the street, they get 25 to life. So there's something wrong here. Something is definitely wrong.
You knew Michael better than anyone. What do you think he would have thought about this? Just knowing him and his personality.
That's a tough question because he's the victim at this point. But what Michael would have thought of this, he wouldn't have never ever thought that someone that he trusted would take his life. He would have never ever thought that people around him would not care or have the human decency to care about him during a time when he was very ill and asking for help, and them turning their head. And tough love. What do you mean tough love? If someone is not feeling well, you should be concerned. What happened to us as just human beings caring about people? It doesn't have to be someone who you're working with, someone who, you know, just a normal person off the street. You see someone help. Human instincts tell you you're supposed to at least care and try to do something. But in this case, it's really sad. And these are the questions that we want answers to. I won't talk to him. The first time I saw him was when my brother was at the in UCLA, and I didn't even know who he was, and he walked in the room where my mother was and I was, and he just, I didn't know who he was, but I noticed something very nervous about this guy. Then I found out later that was Dr.Conrad Murray. But there's nothing I have to say to him.
You wouldn't have any questions for him, or you just,
no? What can you, no, in this case, for someone to call himself a doctor and to take an oath and to not look at his ability to take care of Michael, but he was looking at the money, and things has been taken out of context here because the most important thing is your ability to take care of the patient, your ability to, as a doctor, to care and to monitor. I said, sitting there in the opening statements of the trial was like me hearing an echo from the book that I wrote, because I had said so many times in the book it was negligence. They were going to try to put my brother on trial. My brother was not an addict. My brother trusted the doctor. The doctor called himself weaning Michael off of propofol and ordering 4-point-some gallons of it. How can you wean somebody off of it, ordering that much? And it's just, it's sad because my brother was the victim. And we live and we learn, but to learn from a situation like this, it really hurts. It hurts. Every day it hurts.
Do you feel like, talking to your parents or your brothers and sisters, is there going to be, do you think there's going to be any sense of closure? Do you feel any of it now? Do you think there will be?
I will say this, and I heard one of my brothers say, now that there's closure, there's never closure. How can Conrad Murray go to jail for involuntary manslaughter, get 4 years, and he's out in 2? That's not closure. And I hate to say this, but one of my brothers said that. And the reason why I say that there's never closure, because he'll never come back. He'll never be back. You'll never get over it. You just learn to live with it. You learn a way to not even accept it. You don't want to accept that someone's gone, death. You just learn to live with it, and it makes you stronger, but you still want that person back. You still want them back here.